Last week on A Dream Called Meraai, Rocky did a repair job on the dodgy welds that Stallman did when widening our rims. Rims which we have still not seen with a tyre fitted. We also got a glimpse into the process used to create the fiberglass panels that we will use to make Meraai's body panels from. This week we have a few visitors, and some of them come bearing gifts. Then our dreaded rim saga continues, and this time the wheels are about to fall off. Let's kick off with some really amazing news. Week 28. I'm going to be leaving for a bit of a break and heading off into the expanse of the Karoo for about 10 days. So the next, after this insert, the next one will probably be in 2 weeks' time. What has been amazing is all the guys who are following our little journey and the input they've been giving. And even to the point where we've had fantastic generosity from people who are watching these things. But it really is fantastic. Watch this. We had visitors over the Easter weekend. It is the 2nd of April, and here in Theo Strand, which is in Leisure Bay where I live, and behind me is a motorhome. Now these are guys who've been following our progress, and it's Pia and Janessa, I think her name is. Is it? Am I right? Okay, it's Janessa, there we go. Woo, nearly blew it. And they've been so kind. You can see that big roll of aluminium bubbling there. They brought that down with them from Joburg, and they're giving it to me, so it's fantastic. So we just stopped by to collect it and have a look at their motorhome. Here.
Hello.
Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Pleasure.
Yeah, tell us a bit about your home. How long did it take you? What is it? What you got here?
It's a Sprinter 515. It was a 23-seater bus. So we bought it, took the seats out, and then converted it over a period of about 9 months.
Show me a little bit inside what you got here.
Okay. So we've got a permanent fixed bed because we're cyclists. So
okay.
We've got the bicycles under the bed that you can see there.
Right.
We wanted a bed that you don't have to fold up every day. Other than that, we built in a shower. We've never used it, but we tend to use the outside shower there.
Okay. Okay, so here, this is at the back of Pia's wagon, and you can see this is a shower, plugs into over here, water tanks are in here, so everything's pretty compact. It was really amazing that Pia and Janessa took the time out to bring this roll of Alububble insulation to us. I hope they had time to visit the spectacular beaches we have on offer in Leisure Bay. Right, let's get back to our current situation. Right now we are having some much needed rain. But that rain is also putting a bit of a dampener on the progress with Meraai. It'll be interesting to see what Brahm and the guys have done while I'm away for the next 10 days. Hopefully by the time I come back, she's moved. To move Meraai, we need to get her onto her wheels. And as we are all painfully aware of, the rim saga just won't go away. Today, however, hopefully that changes. It's the afternoon, another hot balmy afternoon on the south coast. I just popped down to East Coast Scratch and Dent, and I see Meraai's front wheels are off. Something is cooking. My son Tyron, who I almost sacrificed in episode 1 when we tried to drive Meraai from Johannesburg to the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal, called me recently and said, "Toppie, enough of the rims now." My son, my biggest wish is for this rim saga to be done and dusted. However, okay, so what is up is that Brahm took the front wheels off the bus and he brought them to the guy Willie who did the sandblasting, and the front rims are busy getting sandblasted, where they're going to take them and a rear rim, put tires on them, stick them on back on Meraai and see what it looks like before we spend any more money. I'm going to see if it works. It was a short drive to a tyre fitment centre that specialises in truck tyres. So these are our existing rims, and all nicely sandblasted, and we're going to now see if we can put a tyre on them. In the next few minutes we will place one of Meraai's new shoes onto the rims from the front of the bus and fit another shoe onto the widened rims. Righty, so it's a moment of truth. We've got Jabulani here behind me, and he is going to take one of my tires and put them onto this new rim. And yeah, let's see what it looks like. Moment of truth, moment of truth. So obviously on my existing rims, the ones off the front wheel, we've got to put a tube in there. So this is just temporary. This is just so that Bram can get an idea and show me that it will work, or so we can see what it is going to look like. Things go smoothly as Jabulani gently coaxes my new tyre onto Meraai's standard rim from the front of the vehicle. Then Jabu hauled out a big green thing. He proceeded to beat the crap out of my poor tyre with the big green thing. The beating went on forever. And after what felt like an eternity, it stopped. I felt every single blow. Every blow. With the rim in place, it was time to inflate the tube. Moment of truth, boys and girls. The moment of truth is upon us. It was difficult to tell who was more excited, Bram or myself. So Bram, is this doing what you expected it to do?
Absolutely.
I didn't expect it to do that.
It's going to see it. You'll see it. Let me finish that. We put it on your bus and we see how it's going to look. It's going to look awesome.
Here we have the tires that caused all the trouble on one of the front rims, which is stock standard, one that we did nothing to, and it looks freaking awesome. Okay, let's see what the rims that caused all the problems look like with a tire on them. This is so exciting. Before we get to the tire being fitted on the rear rim, I need to put it out there that quite a few people think that Mariki and I are a wee bit crazy in taking on this huge project. My siblings probably top that list of people who think I am certifiable. It's a Saturday afternoon, and yeah, this is a week for family coming to visit. I've got my daughter Kate, and if you look behind me now, it's my sister, and she looked at me and she said I was crazy, so I brought her to have a look. Mariki was home for the weekend, so my eldest sis could share her feelings on our sanity with both of us.
Oh, my word. Paul,
What?
I do think you're crazy. Both of you. I had nothing to do with it. No, Mariki, I don't believe you.
That's Jackie's friend Colin. He also wanted to come and have a look.
Yes, I did.
And he also thinks you're crazy.
Someone else who possibly thinks we're off our rockers is one of our viewers, Guy Howens. A few weeks ago, Guy predicted that my fancy tires would not fit the newly widened rims. Let's see if Guy is right. Jabulani has fitted a valve onto the rim, as this will be a tubeless setup. He then puts the tire on top of the rim.
But this rim is a 16-inch.
Yeah.
I had a huge knot in my ample stomach. Jabu set the rim up on the tire fitting machine, and he seemed to be struggling. I've seen how tires slide onto rims many times when my trusty Mahindra has had new tires fitted or a puncture repaired. Jabu added a bit more lubricant. Then, with Bram anxiously watching, he began to fit the tire. Okay, there are definite issues here. Hey, it's not going on smoothly at all. There's something wrong, man. The tire would not slide over the widened rim's lip. We had to stop, as we were worried we would damage the cabling inside the tire wall. Alright, chasps. Those of you who said that you were not sure whether this tire would fit over these widened rims, you can take the day off, because you were right on point, eh? It just ain't happening. Ain't happening. It was decided that we would place the other tire onto the second standard rim, as we would need to do this anyway. Jabu then got the dreaded green beating tool out again and started to beat the second tyre onto the standard rim. Then things went from bad to worse. Okay, I'm a wee bit freaked out now because while Jabu was fitting the tyre onto the other standard rim, it looks like he might have damaged the sidewall. This is turning to be a bit of a cuck session.
Well, this one's 46 and that one's 44. Eh?
A quick measurement of the widened 16-inch rim as compared to a standard 16-inch rim showed that in the widening process an extra 2 centimeters, almost 1 inch extra, had been added to the diameter. So, I was just saying to Brahm, I think what we can do with those rims is we can use them to wrap a hosepipe around.
The paperweight.
A little hosepipe organizer. But Brahm said to me, no way, he's not finished yet. He's not finished yet. So, yeah, but that's probably all I'm going to have time for this week because I have to edit this tomorrow. So, when I come back on the 20th, I will see what he's able to come up with. Mariki and I would like to thank everyone who is following our journey for their interest and support. We are off to the Karoo for a bit of a breather. Our next insert will be on Monday the 26th of April, and hopefully we will have something positive to update you with. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We are also on Twitter. You will find us under A Dream Called Meraai. Until next time, keep safe and keep your dreams alive.